I want to welcome everybody to TBISC, the best in sports entertainment. Last night we had some good games. The actual in-season tournament kicked off yesterday, so we had a few teams playing in the in-season tournament. To start off, we're going to start off with the Philadelphia 76ers, who hosted the New York Knicks. Knicks ended up edging the Sixers 111-99. Embiid did return in this game. Embiid, he played fairly well in the game in his return. For him not to be not to be playing for the whole season. Embiid came in. What he had? He was 2 for 11, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Total of 13 points. Let's see how many rebounds he had. So he had 13 points, 1 block, and a total of 3 rebounds. Paul George kind of carried the load, 29 points. 29 points, 3 assists, 10 rebounds, so he played fairly well. A lot of people want to be harder on Embiid, but Embiid, he's just coming back. It's his first game. He hasn't played all season. His legs aren't really under him. He has to get used to playing with the new players. This is going to take some time. It's not like he's going to come back. He's going to, immediately get the team. Everything's going to be clicking on all cylinders. Now that's possible, but the chances of that is not likely. You have to take into consideration being out, come back from an injury. People that come back from injuries that aren't always fully 100% even when they return. You might say 100% ready to go, but he's not 100% ready to return. A lot of things have to go into play for him to actually really reach his full potential. Are the Sixers in trouble overall? If I was to give him a level of concern, I would say probably be at a 7 right now, because a 7 out of 10, because you still have time to kind of turn the season around. Now, if they continue to play the way that they're playing, and losing these close games, then we can probably be concerned if it's like 20 games into the season. But they're sitting at 2-8, only playing 10 games. A lot of people are going to hit the panic button, going to say trade this and trade that, and this signing didn't work. But we have to give this time to develop. You can't just sit up here and say that the season is over or that Embiid needs to be traded, which one of my colleagues probably going to come on here and say. But we'll see what happens, man. What's your thoughts on the Sixers and the Knicks?
Hello. Good morning, Tawfiq.
Good morning.
Shout out to Paul George. I sat here and I criticized that man about him being old and, his good years was behind him. It looks like to me that he's ready to carry the load when people ain't around, such as Maxey and, Embiid, but he was back for this game. Now, I heard you say a statement, coming back from injury. I want to get that straight and rectify the record. He's not coming back from injury, or is he? He's coming back from a suspension, right?
Yeah, but he was out.
No. Is he coming back from injury or suspension?
He was both. He had both. So he was injured.
Right.
He was injured, and then
he was uninjured when he came back and was playing and caught the suspension.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he wasn't injured when he caught the suspension.
No. I'm saying he was injured before the suspension.
Right.
So after he was fully healed
he came back in.
He had to come in and serve the suspension. So he was injured, and then he had to serve the suspension.
No. He was injured, then came back and caught the suspension.
No. He never played.
Okay, all right. So he never. Okay, all right. This man came into the game. He played what? How many minutes did he play? Embiid played 26 minutes.
Yeah, 26 minutes. Yeah.
In 26 minutes, this man did not score until the third quarter.
He didn't score a field goal.
A field goal to the third quarter, a 3-point bucket, if I'm not mistaken. Raising his hands all high like he had about 40 at the time. Embiid is an embarrassment, man.
Yo.
Embiid is a real big embarrassment, and this is my team. I'm going to criticize my team the way I see that they need to be criticized. Embiid has to own up to his the way he's playing right now, his conduct, his attitude. Embiid is not giving it his all. Right now, this is not the Embiid that the Sixers need to, progress further into the season in a good way. With this Embiid that they have now playing, the Sixers ain't going nowhere. The Sixers is doomed.
Well, the Sixers, what you have to understand is the Sixers they're geared to make a long playoff run, meaning like they're stacked. They have a lot of key players in a lot of key positions, so they are built to sustain a long season and possibly make a deep playoff run.
Possibly.
But
that's the key word.
You have Embiid, he hasn't played. You have Maxey, so it's a lot of different lines, a lot of different people playing right now. So you got to get a team time to turn things around.
Right.
We haven't had a full healthy roster. So
Right.
for you to say that Embiid is trash or Embiid needs to get traded or Embiid is not who we say he is, I mean, I don't think that's the
Like
right
he missed
analogy.
his first 5 shots, hasn't scored a field goal until the third quarter. It's not that much, you know, you're supposed to be, you say he's one of the top 5 in the NBA, right?
Yes.
You play into the third quarter, you haven't scored a field goal until the third quarter. You miss your first 5 shots. Is this becoming of a top 5 player, NBA player?
Yes, everybody has an off night.
Who?
It's his first game back.
It could be his last game back. Who played like that? Was
Everybody,
a top 5 player.
everybody have off nights. man.
Okay. Well,
You-
I'm
you
not saying
name
it's an off night. I'm just saying this man doesn't look like he's mentally prepared for the season yet.
Now, if he was playing consistently, right? If he
Right.
if he's playing consistently every night, right?
Since the start of these 10 games.
Yes,
that's what
if
you're
he's
saying,
playing
okay.
consistently every night, right? And he was
Right.
and he was in the lineup.
And they were at home too. Okay.
What I'm saying, if he's playing consistently and then he was doing this consistently, this is not something that he does consistently. This is one game after being out, having played all season,
Right.
and then on top of that, he was injured. So he come back from an injury, not playing,
Mm-hmm.
and then to come back, he has a bunch of different players, different pieces that he has to kind of get a feel for. So now you say that he's
So
trash.
he got to get a feel for Laurie, Arbery, George. I'm quite sure he played with all these players last year.
But it's still, you got Caleb.
You know, I'm
Williams.
just criticizing him, man. What I'm doing is I'm calling it how the fans would want to hear it. The
No.
fans know right now that this man is not giving his all. He's doing what he's not supposed to be doing. If he ain't injured, he's shoving people on the court. The man need to go, from my perspective. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. He ain't nothing but an overhyped Towns to me. How Towns was all supposed to be good and went to Minnesota. They got rid of him. They sent him to the Knicks. The process was over with for him. The process is ending for Embiid.
No.
It's ending. Yes, it is.
No, I disagree.
Okay, all right. Like you said, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You know, he's coming off an injury, a suspension. It's only 10 games into the season. He has to gain traction with the players that's currently on the roster. I'm gonna give you all that you say. So when do we make a grade on Embiid? Because it's what, 82 games, 88 games?
82 games. In the season.
82 games in the
Yes,
season.
82 games.
Okay, out of 82 games of the season, when do you start noticing if this is the real Embiid? When should you, anyway?
I would give Embiid
50?
maybe, no, I would give Embiid maybe 10 good games. 10 games.
From now?
10 games from now, then you make an evaluation of his play because you will see where he's at.
Okay, so you're saying, so to be fair, it's 10 games played now, right? So when it's 30 games played, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about your evaluation.
We will know exactly
Where we at.
Where we at. We'll know. I say
All
30 games into the season.
And I you know what? I'm all about giving people second chances, third chances, fourth. I'm going after this. When we go back and revisit this 30 games in, which was 20 more games from today, that the Sixers play, and we will make the final reevaluation of him then, and I will give you my real input. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold my peace, ladies and gentlemen, because I got a lot to say, and this is probably not what people want to hear, but it will be my truth about how I think Joel Embiid is playing right now. I think we should get rid of him, but that's yet to be really stood on and talked about right now.
Yeah, well, I disagree, man. But I think the Sixers, got to continue to keep, Embiid, keep the lineup, keep the same lineup and see what happens, man. We'll see where we at in 20 games or 10, 20 games. We'll see where the Sixers are at that point. It's TBIC, the best in sports entertainment.
Yo, you already know who it is, man. If you don't know, call your cable provider and get your Wi-Fi fixed, man. It's your boy Charlie Clips, battle rap GOAT, Wildin' Out legend, man. And it's an honor to be here. You know what I mean? One of the dopest clothing lines they got out right now. You understand what I'm saying? And you see what it say, right? Hollow Man. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm from Harlem. That's where I came from. So, a Harlem man, you know what I mean? Had to show up and wear that Hollow Man. You understand what I'm saying? So, man, it's, it's a style. It's not just a style, it's a lifestyle. Make sure you put life in front of style. You know what I mean? And, it's dope, man. The pieces, you know, that I seen in here, you know, pause if needed, you know what I mean, no Diddy, they say now. But if you know, going through the rack over here, the sweatsuits, everything, you know, as soon as I walked in, they blessed me with a sweatsuit, like off the rip. Knew my, you know, one of my favorite colors to get dressed in. They knew what I, you know, what I would probably come in here looking for, and just passed it to me. You know what I mean? Even threw me some kicks to go with it, because I had on my Jordans, you know, them blue and white things. And they even, you know, gave me some sneakers. Y'all can see what's going on over here, you understand what I'm saying? So, you know, man, it's crazy, man. It's dope. You know what I mean? I'm going to be supporting it down the line and everything, man. So, you know, make sure y'all holler at them, man. Make sure y'all holler at them. Make sure y'all holler at them. Get your best drip, get your finest, you know what I mean? Not just sweatsuits, jackets, coats, leather jackets, leather trench coats, stuff you never seen before. You understand what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. It's fire. I know a lot of clothing lines better than this one. Psych, I lied.